Move it, troopers! On the double! Fire!
Hey guys, this is Luke from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars MOC review. And in this video, I'll be reviewing my Echo base, which is most notably seen in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, in which the Galactic Empire invades the Rebel Alliance's Echo base on Hoth, which is one of the most iconic and memorable scenes in The Empire Strikes Back. What I made here specifically is one of many entrances into Echo base, and the reason why I know there are many entrances is because I played a lot of Star Wars games which included Echo base. Now, first I'm going to be reviewing all the minifigs briefly, and then I'm going to review the MOC itself. And before I begin the review, I just want to say, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, be sure to check out this video. It explains our view on all of Star Wars briefly, so not to waste any more of your time, let's begin with the review. The first two minifigs up are two old Rebel snowtroopers, which are from the set Echo Base, which came out in 2009. The number of that set is 7749. Next off, we have four newer Rebel snowtroopers, which are either from the set Battle of Hoth, whose number is 75014, or the Rebel Snowtrooper Battle Pack, whose number is 8083. Now here we have Zevseneska, which you can get in quite a few Hoth sets, but this one specifically is from the Rebel Snowtrooper Battle Pack, whose number is, as I said before, 8083. I also put another Rebel pilot in my MOC, and this Rebel pilot is simply called Rebel Pilot and is from the set 7658, which is a Y-Wing bomber or Y-Wing starfighter. Next off, we have the legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO, which are from the Droid Escape set, which is one of the oldest LEGO Star Wars sets. The number of that set is 7106, and the reason why I'm using these older minifigs is because my newer R2-D2 and C-3PO are used in my other MOCs, which I favor more than this one. An Echo base MOC is basically nothing without General Reekin. You can also get him in the Battle of Hoth set 75014. Another character from the Battle of Hoth set is the probe droid, and yeah, I kinda do consider this guy a character, and he's a must-have if you're making a MOC based on Hoth. And now finally, we have the main characters of the original trilogy. The first one up is Luke Skywalker, who is specifically from the X-Wing Starfighter set. The number of that set is 9493, which came out in 2012. And now we have Princess Leia, who is also from an older X-Wing Starfighter set. The number of that one is 6212. And finally, we have Han Solo in snow gear, who is from the Echo base set, which I already mentioned in this video when I was talking about the old Rebel snowtroopers. So yeah, I've gone over all the minifigs briefly, and now I'm gonna review Echo base. Okay, so as you guys can partially see, all the minifigs are back in their place, and I'm gonna be starting off with the gate here, or the entrance, which is guarded by two Rebel snowtroopers. Added a few, well, just call them slopes here to make it look like it's snowing around the base, as it is always in Hoth. Added a T48 sticker for no reason at all, except that it looks good. Also added a sticker here for the entrance, which is from a Rebel Trooper Battle Pack from 2008, with the Tantive Rebel Troopers. A few slopes here and tiles to make it look good, because tiling always makes everything look good, kind of. So yeah. Okay, so at the left side of the entrance to Echo base, we have a Rebel pilot cleaning the ice and snow with a pickaxe, because it covered some control panels here. And also, as you can see, this and this here are the walls of Echo base, also covered in snow a bit. But here on the side, I imagine that this iced up over Echo base and snow fell over, so that's why it looks like that. And you can basically use the same technique for making mountains or anything like that. It looks awesome with all those small slopes and tiles. It's amazing. And this here is the probe droid. I just put him right there, so he's like scouting, you know, for rebels and stuff like that, as it was in The Empire Strikes Back. On the right side of the entrance, I use the same technique I use on the left side with all the ice and snow, as you can see, with some slopes, with some tiles. I love putting tiles. It makes everything look awesome. Also put a few extra details on top, like the antenna and the satellite dish for extra details. Anyway, this is meant to be some kind of a walkway for the rebels to get into the trenches from the base and the closest turret. And as you can see, that door right there, it's very similar to the main entrance to this MOC. I wanted to make a similar design but different, and I'm really happy how it turned out with the yellow light on top. Also, this turret is one of those iconic Rebel turrets, which is mostly seen at the Battle of Hoth. And if you guys played Battlefront 2 and the new Battlefront, you would know that it's basically on every map where you play the Rebels. So it's a really great addition to this MOC. And specifically, I took this turret from the Battle of Hoth set, which I mentioned earlier. And as you guys know, I usually upgrade my sets, but in this case, I simply took that piece of the set because the set is not too great for display, and I used the pieces to make this, and I'm really happy how it turned out. Also, this is kind of a small trench, as you can see, and I put a railing there with some snow, aka tiles on top, and a few rebel troopers and the rebel captain simply looking at the horizon for enemies. On the other side of the base, we have the probe droid, which is spying on the rebels, and it's on one of those icy slopes that I showed you before, and it's tiled up nicely, as you can see. Also here, I wanted to just put a wall, and I did, and as you can see, it has a light bluish gray stripe across, so that the base has some type of design. And as you can see in the background, the other door on the other side has that light bluish gray stripe, and also on the inside, some of those pieces as well. And also I found some windows so that the rebels can simply look outside that really suited Echo Base, and put them there. On the exit way to the trenches and to the turrets, we have two rebel snowtroopers guarding it, and next to one of them I put in a crate with a drink on top, as you can see. And when you're making Star Wars MOCs, always put in one of those crates, at least one. It has that Star Wars feel to it, and it simply looks amazing. Also in the background, as you can see, I put in a control panel on that turret for extra detail. Have some slopes here to make that trench valid, basically. Some tiles here and some tiles in between the doors. On the inside of the base, we have a rebel pilot, which is in the control panel because he basically has nothing smarter to do, and I really wanted to use that minifig in this market. I didn't know how to, so I simply put him as the computer guy. And the chair he's sitting on, as you can see, is basically a computer chair that I use, so really nice addition there. Easter egg to me, kind of, and all gamers. Also here, we have an Imperial shuttle printed on it, with two studs on top. Right next to it is some type of engine, and in the corner there is a spare Rebel helmet with two DO-44 blasters. So this guy is basically kind of in charge of the satellite dish and the antenna, and all the controls in the base, kind of. Princess Leia is also on a control panel, and she's kind of monitoring the giant boob nipple gun, which is a Family Guy reference to the ion cannon. She also has the exact same chair as the Rebel pilot does, as you can see. Also right next to her is an Old Republic inspired control panel, which I simply wanted to put in, so it's a nice addition there. Also right next to her here, there's some type of pattern on the wall with some clear pieces, also a clear piece there. This is what the base looks from the back side, and also, as you can see in the middle on the yellow stripe here, this is a command center, or a hologram, call it what you will guys, with General Reekin and Han Solo in his snow gear. And that command center, or aka hologram, is by my own design. I usually make it in blue color, as you can see here, but for the Rebels I simply wanted to change it a bit to make it look a bit more poor, because I usually use the blue holograms for the Imperial MOCs and my Republic MOCs. Also, R2-D2 and C-3PO are a must-have if you're making an Echo Base MOC. In the corner there, we have a Bacta tank, which is very accurate to Echo Base, because if you guys remember, Luke was in the Bacta tank in The Empire Strikes Back after that encounter with the Wampa when he was injured. So yeah, that's a really nice addition there. Also, a Rebel Trooper guarding it, and right next to that Bacta tank, there's another crate, because as I said before, crates make it look better. And also this one has a sticker on top with a H for some reason, I don't know, but it simply suited that. At the top of the base, I put in one of those iconic Hoth turrets, which is directly taken from the 2009 Echo Base set, and I kept it completely unchanged, except for this part. This can't open as it used to in that set, but this is completely the same. It can still open, and you can shoot the flick-fire missiles with this here, but I never use it because I don't like the flick-fire missiles. Next off, we have Luke Skywalker's Rebel Speeder, which is not accurate to any of the movies or even the expanded universe, but the way I look at it is that the Rebel Alliance is using leftovers from the Clone Wars because they're not really picky, because the Empire has resources and they don't. So they took one of those old speeders and repainted it to make it into a Rebel Speeder. And the inspiration behind this, behind Luke's Speeder, was one of those old Lego sets with Anakin slaying Tusken Raiders. And this is taken directly from the Clone Wars set of 2010, the Battle Pack with the Bomb Squad Troopers and the ARC Troopers. And the speeder was originally green, but I just changed the color into dark red to have that Rebel Alliance feel to it, and also took some stickers from another old Rebel battle pack. So yeah. Anyway, as you can see, this MOC consists of other parts of it which are not directly connected to it, like this speeder. These are some of the other parts of the MOC which are not directly connected to Echo Base. As you can see, I have two Tauntauns with different colors, those things, I'm not really sure what they're called, and also a Wampa. So if you want to see what it all looks like together on display, be sure to check out my room tour video, the link will be in the description below. So there's nothing much to talk about these guys, so I'm just gonna move on to the Snowspeeder. Now finally, at the end of the MOC review, we have the T47 Snowspeeder, which was also directly taken from the Battle of Hoth set, as was the turret before it. And it's a bit upgraded as well, with a few tiles, but nothing too much, because LEGO always does it well, especially these Snowspeeders from Hoth. This is like the 5th one we got. And as you can see, I put in a tile there, I put in a few tiles here, and one of those striped ones, actually 3 of those. Also a black tile at the back. Nothing much with the upgrades, but still I'm going to review this because it's part of my MOC and collection of Hoth things, which goes together. Also, these thrusters can go down onto these engines as well. These are also stickers. This is specifically Luke Skywalker's Snowspeeder, and this part here indicates that, and it also was in the Battle of Hoth set. So yeah, nice addition there. Here at the back we have a cable gun, which can actually has a cable, and you can put it around the AT-AT's legs if you have one. Now on the inside, when it opens, we have a sticker back there which of AT-AT's legs, which was supposed to be shot by the guy who couldn't take on the Empire by himself, which was Dak, who was killed in that battle. And also here at the front we have a simple AT-AT sticker because he's heading toward one. So yeah, anyway, this is it on the review of the T47 Snowspeeder and my whole MOC of Echo Base. Now I'm gonna finish this video. Anyway guys, this is it on the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this one. And now, before I end this video, I just want to say that I already did a review on my Echo Base, but it's an old review, and it's been transferred with the rest of our old LEGO reviews and old Star Wars videos to our other channel with outdated stuff. So if you want to see that, the link will be in the description down below. Also, if you want to watch more videos like this one, be sure to check out our other MOCs, other set reviews, and custom minifigure builds. The links will be in the description down below. Anyway guys, remember, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You Rebel Scum. Bye bye, have an awesome day.